You keep turning heads when you walk by. If they only knew you left me blind. You don't even notice their starry eyes, 'cause you are looking straight into mine. Yeah, you could have anyone you want, but I'm the one who gets to take you home. It's the way that you left me in the morning. It's the way that you left me through the night. Let's just shut the blinds to keep the world inside. Now I know I'm yours till the end of time. I keep turning heads when I walk by. If they only knew that I am yours. I've had my fair share of love, but no one ever came as close as what you and I have right now. The ring on my finger tells me I'm the one. Love like this is one in a billion. It's the way that you love me in the morning. It's the way that you love me through the night. Let's just shut the blinds to keep the world inside. Now I know I'm yours till the end of time. As long as I'm walking down the aisle, smiling, looking at me, with tears in your eyes. In this bubble forever, it's where I wanna stay. And a room full of people, but only
小さいです。
お待たせしました。いただきます。
いただきます。
うん。ね、すごい。
これはスタートだ。
スタードとマヨネーズとお酢。
うん。スタート。美味しい。
美味しい。